Well, hey everybody, Andy Kvernen here with another Cornerstone Connection daily devotional. Do you ever struggle in relationships with your family? All of us probably have in some form or another, whether we come from a family that's really healthy and close, or whether we come from a more dysfunctional environment. The reality is that when you're with family, you spend a lot of time together, and you see things in each other that perhaps nobody else sees, and sometimes it can rub a person in a way that causes conflict or causes dissension. And it's fascinating in the book of 1 Timothy, as Paul is writing to his young protege who is now shepherding the church in Ephesus, big responsibility, lots going on. Timothy's a young man. Paul gives him some instructions that relate to his function in the church and to the people in the church as family. Now listen to this. Listen to what Paul says in 1 Timothy 5, verses 1 and 2. He says, "Do not rebuke an older man, but encourage him as you would a father, younger men as brothers, older women as mothers, younger women as sisters, in all purity." Paul is saying to Timothy, look, treat people like family. Older men, treat them like your father. You wouldn't rebuke your father. You might come alongside your father. You might try to encourage your father. You might try to help your father in different ways, but you're not going to be harsh with him. You're not going to come out swinging with a father. Don't do the same thing with men that are older than you in the church. And younger men, don't treat them like they're annoying. Don't treat them like they're somehow less than. Treat them like your brother. Treat them like an equal. Treat them in a way that helps them to know that you love them and that you care for them. Same thing with older women and younger women. Treat them as mothers and as sisters in all purity. And then it's interesting, Paul goes on to explain several other relationships in the church that have the possibility or the potential within the church family of being contentious. He talks about honoring widows, and sometimes widows have specific needs, and so address those needs in a responsible way. He talks about elders, and if you're going to accuse an elder of something, you should bring a witness with you, and treat them with honor and those kinds of things. And he talks about bondservants, and even specifically those who have believing masters, bondservants, slaves, doulos, people that were indentured to other people. Sometimes the slave owner, remember, slavery in the first century in Rome was different than chattel slavery in colonial America. It often was an arrangement where somebody went into an indentured service to somebody to pay off a debt or to get a loan or this kind of a thing. And so if your master is a believing master, you're a slave to that master. Don't treat them poorly just because they're believing. Don't assume that you can get special treatment. Honor that person like you would anybody else. Friends, here's the deal with all that's happening in 1 Timothy 5. The reality is that in the Christian community, in the church, we function in so many ways like family. And sometimes as family members, we can disappoint each other. We can frustrate each other. We can see things in each other that annoy us, or that we go, man, I wish that weren't the case. But in all things, I think we do well to remember what Paul says to Timothy. He says, don't rebuke an older man, but encourage him as you would a father. Younger men as brothers, older women as mothers, younger women as sisters, in all purity. In all things, how you treat other people, do so in purity. In other words, make sure when you open your mouth, it's for the right reason, with the best motives, in order to build up the church, to build up the person that you're serving. Be careful in how you treat each other. Treat them like family, not the worst kind, but the best kind of treatment. Treat them like a mother, a brother, a sister, a father. God bless you, friends. Let's do that. Let's live that out today and always. And we'll see you again soon on the Cornerstone Connection Daily Devotional.